stream for Destiny 2 gameplay featuring your host Shady Vale 35. Hey, just call me Shady. I got two friends with me, Peeps and Wade. Guys, say hi.
What's going on?
First, man. Man, I'm tired already.
Let me pull up my channel on my desktop so I can make sure all of our volume's working correctly. I've been burned in the past.
It's alright, it's live.
Yeah, I just got the notification on my phone that we're live.
Yeah, but is everybody's audio on there? Because you can disable your audio by accident.
Ah.
Yeah, but is everybody's audio on there? Because you can disable your audio by... Okay, guys, go ahead and talk.
Take us in.
Hey.
Hang on. I lost it, hang on. Alright. I think I got you guys. Hang on. I lost it, hang on. I think we're good.
Alright.
I don't expect any live viewers or anything in chat, but you never know. I don't expect any live viewers. One of my podcasts, we had 10 people in chat at one time. That was our record. But okay, we are streaming, doing some Destiny 2. It is a season of what, Lightfall or something?
I think it's Season of the Deep right now.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't understand the seasons names.
I know they're 3 months, and you ran out of content in about 3 days.
Yeah.
Okay, we are going to do my favorite strike. Oh, yep. Okay, I know where it is. Don't tell me. I apologize for my video quality. My new studio is a work in progress that hasn't started progress yet. I don't have any LED lights to spare. And something cool for you guys to do, I think about becoming a consultant to remodel gamers areas as like bar rescue for gamers. But if you take a $15 roll of LED lights, 35, 40 feet, and you put them on the back of your TV away from the wall about a foot, looks cool as hell. It frames your game.
I did that to my bed.
Well, when I get my setup, I'm going to have 3 sets of LEDs that you can see. One thing behind the TV, one behind the TV stand, which is going to be a fake fireplace. It actually puts out heat, but it's, it has fire on it, so it's going to be red behind it, green behind the TV, and blue under the bed for a contrast. And then I'll have the cloud wall behind me. Everything's all picked out on Amazon. I just got to get there when I get there. Okay, guys, it's not really a speed run, guys. We're here to have fun. Well, how's everybody been? Anything cool happen in anybody's lives lately or anything? Any accomplishments? Anybody get married? Have any kids?
New job.
What's your new job?
I'm working for a biotech company now.
Ah. Is it called Contagious?
No. Pack Gene.
Ah, haven't heard of it, but there's a lot of them. Do you like it? I mean, you doing something you went to school for, or?
No, I'm still the IT guy.
Oh, okay.
It's from the ground up building a whole, like a $20 million facility.
Wow, interesting.
Spend somebody else's money.
There you go. That's the best way to spend any money. That would not be yours. Wade, what have you been up to for the last 5 years?
Dude, all sorts of stuff. Just started Tractor Supply like a month ago. It's pretty fun up there. If you don't mind moving like 60 to 70 pounds of bags every single day, like maybe 500 or so every day.
Alright, I'll make a brand out of you.
Oh, I love it. It's probably the easiest job I've ever had to do, but I don't know. I get very dirty. I'll come home, like, all my clothes will be black, my hands, all the way down my elbows will be black. Other than that, I've had a girlfriend for the past lasts almost 2 years now.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
I plan on proposing to her next year. So
Oh, no. No. Don't do it. Well, on the other hand, Peeps, it would bring him closer to meeting his second wife.
Do what?
It would bring him closer to meeting his second wife. If he marries the first one now, in 7 years he'll marry a second wife.
I've already done that.
That all depends if I get back from the Marine Corps after I graduate, because that's where I'm going. I've already signed up.
What branch?
Marines.
Marine Corps.
Well, is that any specialty?
Not that I know of. I mean, I can do any job I want because I took the ASVAB. I made a 93.
Oh, dang.
So I can do any job I want to do. But other than that, I've already signed up. And then I guess I'm doing that for the next 4 years or so. So I'll have a lot of time on my hands, I guess, when I get back.
Well, from my perspective, I haven't worked for a year.
I wish I could do that. I
Well,
love laying down and sleeping.
if you knew how I got to be able to do that, you're going to be regretting you just said that.
What
Right.
happened?
My mother passed away last April,
Oh,
and we had to sell the house. And there's 4 brothers, so I got 1/4 of the house, which made it so I don't have to work for the next year.
You got 1/4 of the house?
Yeah, nice
How
house.
is that? You guys like fight over territory or something?
No, we sold it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in the will,
Okay.
in the will we had to sell it. Yeah.
Okay.
So
You guys are just fighting.
now I got my check, and now I'm for my expenses. I mean, I said I gave BC $8 grand for a year of rent, and other than that, it's just day to day. I don't have a car. I don't have any insurance. I don't pay electric. I don't pay any utilities. I just hang out. That's why I have.
I hear that, man.
That's all right. We knew it. COVID killed her. We knew it was coming. Anyway, I just reached a milestone in Destiny in my accomplishments. I have 8,355 hours of Destiny 2 under my belt, putting me at the rank in the world at 1,133 out of 45 million people. I'm in the 0.002% of people in the world that play Destiny.
Wow.
That, my friends, is commitment or a big problem.
Right. One of the two.
Yeah. And to go along with that, I am 12,000 kills away from 4.4 million.
Huh.
Which most of those are on my Arc Strider. So from the sources I've researched, and I have extensively, whatever was that word, Peeps?
Extensively.
Thank you. And I believe I have the most kills as an Arc Strider on the planet. I've seen lists of kills, and I wasn't on the list for some reason. You have to be like part of a club or something. But I would have been like 5th on the list overall for kills in the world. But that wasn't a complete list, so I figured there was probably, 30 or 40 more that would be on it. But for the Arc Strider, I have over 4 million kills as an Arc Strider, which I currently am now.
I was gonna say, I thought you had a break, right?
Well, actually, the game has dictated to clear certain bounties or get credit for shit, you have to do Strand or Void. But if you want to progress in the season, you do all of the daily bounties on each character, and you progress really quick. I bought the season pass Tuesday morning, and I'm already at level 103. But I had done some of that progress prior. But I'm at 103 right now. Most of my ending at the season's end, I'm usually around 400 when it comes to the season rank. Just by clearing bounties. I don't do Crucible. Well, that's just Iron Banner, or you guys, Peeps, you know TARDIS. That's BC's son.
Yeah.
He's younger than you, Wade. He's 15.
Yeah, I saw that. I watched some of your videos.
Yeah, he'll do the Crucible for me, and we have an understanding that when he's in school, I'll work on his account, getting him powered up, because there's some Crucible stuff that goes by your power rank, and he doesn't have time to play it. He's in school, girlfriend, grounded half the time. So I go on his account to do the mundane stuff that I'm good at, farming and stuff. He goes on my account and does the Crucible. So it works out. And I've paid him before in the past to do stuff for me. Like, here, do this season's content for me. I don't want to. So I give him 20 bucks and he does it. He wins. He's playing the game he likes. He gets money. I get credit for everything he did. And we gotta kill this tank, guys.
One thing I love about this gun is it has so many bullets.
Now, when you say this gun, you're referring to?
Sweet business. It's
Oh.
so good.
Yeah, once it gets revved up.
Bosses where you can just sit here and just endlessly shoot. I did have one exotic gun that every time you killed an enemy or just like was just sitting idle, it just kept refilling your gun. Which one it was? It's pretty nice though.
How do you get past me? So has anybody binge watched anything special lately they've seen and want to recommend to the world? That's cool.
Nothing lately.
What was it?
My favorite shows ended.
What was the last thing you watched, Peeps?
Oh God. Probably The Mandalorian.
Okay, I haven't done season 2 yet. I appreciated season 1, and I'm gonna watch it. Just there's been so many other things going on. I have 2 recommendations if you haven't heard of these shows, which I'm not sure how I found them, but whenever I mention it to my friends, they say, "Oh yeah, that was great." One is the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. That is an absolutely amazing TV show. It's funny, the writing's good, the characters are good. The actors that play the parts are ensemble, but they dead on. It's set in the late 50s, early 60s, and it's about a female comedian, Mrs. Maisel, who makes it in the business. But all the inner workings, I mean, those period pieces, I'm a big history guy. They did 1959, 1963 perfect. And the other one I saw is a Canadian comedy, which is freaking absolutely amazing. Wade, you will love it. It's very, I don't want to describe, sophomoric humor at times. It can be clever at times, but it can be really potty mouth at times too. But it's called Letterkenny, and it's set in the town of Letterkenny in Ontario. And it focuses around 4 main characters, and it is just gold. I watched all 66 episodes in 2 days. That's how good it was. I mean, only 20 minutes long, so you can watch 3 an hour, but still, I watched all 66.
Say, I like collecting old stuff. I have a silver dollar from 1922.
Nice. I once held a Roman coin that was 2,000 years old.
I wish I had something.
My brother still has it.
Pretty neat to have some metal.
Yeah, I mean, like, did a Roman emperor hold it in their hand, or even cooler, a prostitute? And that's how you kill the big servitor. I got a Xenocast. I got a key for something. I don't know, so many keys. Okay, everybody emote.
Finish collecting my number.
Don't worry about giving out the prizes if you don't want to. I mean, you can. It helps you progress. I get best dressed, guys. I don't care what you look like. Yep, I'm best dressed. So that's the most common one I get. By like a 2-to-1 margin, I get best dressed everywhere I go.
Yeah, it usually happens with me too. Mostly Crucibles though.
Oh, we got 2 hunters? Who's the other hunter? That's you, Peeps?
Yep.
You want to be a warlock and be a true fire team, or no?
No, that's the only character I got.
Really? You're a shady purist. Hunter only.
All the way from D1.
I was a warlock main in D1.
Yeah, you were. Yep. You played that every time I saw you.
We don't have to do this one again,
the
guys.
first time I saw you was Mars. You were sitting on top of a cave.
You remembered that?
Yeah.
That moment where you met your hero that you didn't know you had yet.
Yeah, I was like extremely bored, and I was like, I wonder if this person would talk to me, so I just friended you. And then we did raids, strikes.
Yeah, funny thing about Destiny, I played it wrong for the first 3 months. I just played it wrong. I came from a Borderlands background, which you played pretty much. You could play with other people, but you're pretty much by yourself. We'll do a different one, guys. Anybody got a favorite raid or a favorite strike? And I played Destiny 1 like for 6 weeks before I knew there was such thing as a fire team. I'm doing a mission on the moon. All of a sudden I look over and I thought it was a Fallen, and I start shooting at it and realized it has a name over it. I'm like, what the hell is this? I go, oh my god, it's another Guardian. We could be on the same team? Like, then my whole world opened up.
Yeah, but it was so difficult to get on a clan during D1 because you had to jump there's so many hoops.
I don't think I was ever on a clan in D1. I don't think that. Well, maybe, I don't know. Anybody got a favorite strike? Anybody got a favorite strike that you want to do that's not on Neptune, Europa, Dreaming City, Nessus, or the Moon?
I'll go anywhere.
All right. I think there's a couple on Nessus I'll do.
I miss Dead Orbit, to be honest.
We had that in D2. We had Guardian games. You had to pick.
Yeah, but
you had to pick an affiliation, and if you picked the right winner for the week, you got a certain weapon. And I always got all 3 because I knew who was going to win each week. Because everyone likes how Dead Orbit looked, so I knew they'd be first. And then like the next one, there was 2 weapons left, and there was a better weapon than the other one. It was like a sniper good in the Crucible, so I go, well, they're going to win, so I was a part of them, and I got all 3 weapons. Also, wait, I have almost 4,000 hours in D1, so I have over 12,000 hours in the franchise.
I don't know if I could do that.
Well, I mean, I throw numbers at people, but when I tell a, what do I want to call a civilian, the numbers, they look at me like, okay, that sounds like a lot, but is it? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay, imagine if I stopped playing Destiny, you started playing Destiny, and you played non-stop every second of every day, you would catch me in about 14 months if you played non-stop. They're like, oh my god. I'm like, yeah, I have a problem.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I probably have that for other games. I just know I don't have it for Destiny.
Well, believe it or not, this is the only game that I play.
Really? Even I play other games. I play poker once a night for an hour. I go to D1 at the end of the night. I have Ghost of Tsushima was awesome. I play Borderlands still, 1 and 2. Not 3. 3 did not take with me. I don't know. I tried 3 times to play Borderlands 3, did not take, which I was very sad about because Borderlands is like my first. You never forget your first, and Borderlands made me a gamer. I played video games my whole life. Well, since I was like 7 when they first came out. Yes, I played Pong. That's how old I am. I had an Atari.
I still have Pong. I still have an Atari.
I'm jealous. Oh, Wade. Word of advice to a fellow gamer, do not give your systems away. Box them up and put it in your closet. In 20 years, you're going to love to have, oh my god, I have a PlayStation 4? I'll put my PlayStation 12 down and go old school. Hell yeah. You're going to miss doing it. I would love to have a Nintendo 64. I would love a Nintendo 64.
I don't know where my PlayStation 3 is went. I am 100% sure my brother took it out of my room and sold it.
Ooh.
He's got a bad drug problem, so I'm almost 100% sure because I asked him where it was. He was the last person to have it. And he's like, I don't know. I thought I gave it back to you.
You don't just lose a gaming system. You don't lose a console.
Yeah.
You lose your keys. You don't lose a console.
I let him have it because, I mean, I never really played it, so I was like, hey, you can use it to watch Netflix and stuff. Just when you're done, give it back to me, because he was planning on moving out anyway. And then when he moved out, he gave it back to me, and I remember putting it in my closet. And then when I come home one day, I was going to play, I think it was Fallout 3, and it was gone, so I called him immediately and asked him. Stole it and sold it, and
that's unfortunate.
If he sold it, I know where it's at. It's just that I'm not gonna be able to get it back.
I've given every one of my consoles away when the new one came out, and then I'm like, that's just stupid. You know how much money it costs to like replace a Nintendo 64? They're like $1,000 for a console now, and the games are like $200 apiece.
I think the first game I played was Mario on Nintendo 64.
Well, you
I
Peeps.
loved the cartridges. It was so funny.
Was-
It's like don't blow on the cartridge. And that's the only way you can get the game to work.
What game made you a gamer, Peeps?
Actually, Destiny.
Valid?
I mean, I've had consoles, but you know, I don't consider the Atari. But I did a lot of Zelda when I had the Atari.
Oh yeah, Zelda, Ocarina of Time, one of my favorite games of all time.
I didn't like Zelda. I died too many times.
Wait, Zelda didn't come out till the Nintendo. Never mind.
Oh, there was on the Game Boy too, right?
That just tells you how old I
A
am.
Link to the Past. Oh, by the way, Zelda changed video gaming forever. I forgot the guy's name. It's very Japanese and has 20 letters and 10 of them are vowels, so I'm not even going to try. But he came up with the idea of having a quest. Gave the characters something to do. You know, just you didn't just do something as it got faster until you died and started over. You had a quest. And Zelda was the first game to do that.
I was gonna say something stupid, but
No, by all means, this is a shady stream. Saying something stupid is almost required.
I mean, well, it depends. It depends on how people from your stream see this, because
Let us know in the comments.
I'm not 100% a believer in God. I mean,
Careful, careful,
I can't
careful.
confirm nor deny. Which, I mean, I guess is what faith is. To be honest, you can't. You just have to have faith that He exists. But what I'm saying is, I think if you see it, the way I'm about to say is that He's the first one that created a quest. Everybody, when they're born, they're looking for something. Maybe it'll take a few years to find out what it is, but I'm pretty sure eventually you'll figure it out. So I'm pretty sure life is a quest.
My personal opinion, this is an opinion, everybody, opinion, and they're like assholes, okay, I got one. You're put on this earth to learn lessons. And I think if you fail, you get put back on earth to learn the lessons. And apparently, I can't learn mine.
And please put your comments down in the comment section.
I'm gonna be completely honest.
Hashtag screw you, Shady.
I feel like in a past life, I was a gorilla. I don't know why, I just have a fascination with the gorilla. Every time I see one, I just want to go and hug it for some reason. Even though it's not a good idea. I just wanna grab a gorilla.
Okay, we're moving on, guys.
Waiting on y'all, man.
Now, I usually just kind of wait here to get pulled forward, so yeah.
I hate that Titans are so slow.
Can't you Titan skate? Isn't that a thing?
I don't know if it is. I don't know how to do it, to be honest with you. I didn't even mean to do that.
Why'd you pop a wall at a doorway?
I don't know, I clicked.
Did that hole in the ground look too formidable?
I don't know. I guess it just, I don't know. My controller likes to stick. I broke my other controller. I couldn't play a game I bought because every time I got on there, my guy would walk really slowly and kind of lag. So I had to take apart my controller and grab another one and take apart that one.
Gotcha.
And switch out the, whatever these things are called. Joysticks, that's what it was. Joysticks in the motherboard.
My controller did something weird. It had a drift to the left and a bad one, and then all of a sudden it stopped, and it's been fine.
It's called dirt.
Well, I tried to clean it, it didn't help. I even watched a video on how to clean it, and it didn't help. Okay, guys, we gotta melt this guy in 2 spawns. Just as a teaser, we're going to be doing one more strike after this, then we'll end the stream, but during the next strike, we're going to get the question of the day. I do that, Wade. I started that years ago. Question of the day. And during my podcast, if you listen to one, you know I do shady questions at the end. That's pretty much just 5 questions of the day. But I have one I'm using you guys as like a test market. Because I think this one might be one of the best questions of the day. But I judge a question of the day by how long we talk about it. And I've had some in the past that went for an hour and a half. So we're not going to be talking about it for an hour and a half because the strike's only like 20 minutes long. So nicely done. Keep it going. There you go.
I thought it was great for melting these folks.
Yeah, I never even used my super. So I will give you the question of the day now so you can think about it. And then during the next strike, at an appropriate time where it's not too busy, I will ask the question again. So it's 3 words, and I have a disclaimer at the end. God roll sandwich. and I'm not going to hold anyone to a definition of a sandwich. We've had these conversations before. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Is milk gravy? I've had these conversations before. Not this time. If you think it's a sandwich, it's a sandwich. Peeps leads in kills, but still finishes second. How'd you pull that off? And Wade, a future Marine, only had 47 kills. We are in trouble. If Canada invades, we're going to go down.
I think Canada's too afraid to invade, to be honest. They're getting rid of their firearms.
I mean, I can't back out of this, I don't think. Because my camera covers the back out button. So we'll have to land and go to orbit. Those of you who are watching my channel, I am wearing a Arc Strider t-shirt. I actually found for my game room a throw rug that looks just like this. It has the PlayStation controller on it and it has arc lightning all around it. I went, mine. It's like 8 by 4 feet. I'm like, I'm buying that. Now, when I say God roll sandwich, I want you to be very specific. Bun, sub roll, bread, tortilla, meat, vegetables, condiments. I mean, down. I mean, you have your choice. You walk into a room, and there's 100 ingredients to make a sandwich. What do you do?
Are we answering that now or later?
Later. I'm trying to think of what strike to do.
Trying to think of what constitutes like a sandwich.
Well, see, that's why I left it up to you. If you think it's a sandwich, it's a sandwich. If you think a spaghetti taco is a sandwich, then it's a sandwich. I'm not going to put rules. I'm not going to handcuff you. Okay, here's a nice long one. When I do this strike with blueberries and I use my Trinity Gold, I average between 200 and 300 kills. But I'll hold back a little bit. I want you guys to look bad. Plus, Peeps is a baller, so. And just so you, all my friends know, I tell all my friends this. This is absolutely true. When I play with blueberries, 70% of the time I lead in kills. I'm the first one in the room. If our team follows me, I'm the #1 baller. When I play with my friends, I'm usually third on everything we do. So that means all my friends, they are attracted to me somehow through the universal powers, are good. I hang with a bunch of really top tier players. That goes for the Crucible. That goes for strikes. It's just, my friends are really good.
Yeah, only if you do raids.
Better Call of Duty than this game, to be honest. Game is, it's hard for me. Well, then again, I haven't played in like 5 years.
Right, see, now this is the opposite for me. When I tell people, oh, I've got 8,000 hours into the game, the first question is, why aren't you better at the game than, like, oh, yeah. Well, I have a disability. I'm 57 years old. I don't have the reflexes of a 15-year-old. I wish I did it one time.
I think the highest
Yeah.
made some adult cry. It's kind of funny.
Oh, you can tell by what I focus on, because even with TARDIS playing on my account, my Crucible overall KD is a .08. And when it comes, I looked it up, and when it comes to games like Destiny, your PvE KD should be, if anything over 40 is good. I'm at 140. But I also farm. I found a spot on the Cosmodrome that I can farm 1,200 kills in an hour. I've gotten 70,000 kills in a week before when I tried. Which I was happy to find because Bungie took away Mars, where I could get 11 to 1,200 kills in an hour by farming the escalation protocol. So I found a new one that's just a little bit better. You can go to a spot in the Cosmodrome in the building and hang out in a corner where you're impervious to the walker, but it has to be a walker event. And then you can sit there and there's 9 fallen will spawn every 7 seconds for as long as the activity goes on, and the activity can go on for hours. Just one walker after another. You just get so many kills. You want to power up a weapon? You need 500 kills on a weapon? Half hour in that spot, weapon's done. But I think I'm going to make a video about that. I want to call it the murder room. Is that a bad name for the location? Spawn killer?
Spawn killer.
Spawn killer, you like that? Now Wade, what I've done, I'm not putting you down, honest. What I've done in my reincarnation of close friends is I keep finding people that are really smart. One of the smartest people I've ever met is BC, who I currently live with, him and his girl, ALS. VA's super smart. Spike should be like in Mensa, and Peeps is intelligent. So I surround myself with smart people, so I don't have to be.
I guess that really depends on what you think smart means. So, I mean, there's intellectual smart and there's street smart.
Well, there's book smart and street smarts. It depends on, you know, traditionally, us being gamers, we're like top tier nerds.
Oh, yeah.
But that has changed a lot with the gaming community, who does a lot of charity work, supports a lot of companies. It's a $6 billion a year company, or activity. And most of my friends, have something to do. They do charity work, or they work for a charity. I ran a food pantry for 4 years. When I took it over as a volunteer, then they hired me. We were giving out 14 different items off the shelves. It was like a closet. I talked them into giving me a whole area, and I redesigned it. I put LED lights on the shelves so it would glow different colors, and people came in and I go, "What's your favorite color?" "Purple." Bam, the shelves are purple. And I went from 14 items to over 80 in the first 6 months, and I tripled the production. We were doing 30 families a month. When I left, we were doing 140 families a month.
Yeah, I remember you posted a picture of your shelves.
Yeah, isn't it cool? For a food pantry, people come in expecting chickpeas and navy beans, and they would leave with freaking bread, eggs, milk, ice cream. Real food.
Yeah, I'll be going on my 13th year for the rodeo this year.
Yeah, you're the one that there's money for scholarships, right?
Yep. Man, you just can't have this on a rifle.
All right, guys, we're getting to the final boss. God roll sandwich. Peeps, what you got?
Since I'm the Mexican origin, it's got to be a gordita.
And what exactly? What would a middle-aged white guy, old white guy like me associate that with? What's the closest thing I would know about? I've never heard of that.
A big hoagie or a muffalata.
Okay.
Eggs, beans.
How are the eggs done? Hard-boiled or like egg salad or?
Hard or fried. Everything's fried.
Okay.
Cheese.
What kind of cheese? There's like 500 kinds of cheese.
Yeah, I like kind of put feta in it every once in a while. I mean, change it up.
Gotcha.
Pepper jack.
What kind of roll is it on? I mean, what the Subway, but is it like Italian or
No, it's just a regular
white bread?
white bread. It's a thick white bread.
Hey, that's my nickname in high school.
Is that white bread?
Thick white bread.
Oh.
Is that your answer? Anything else?
A little hot sauce on it, we're good.
What kind of hot sauce? Like Frank's or Jerky's or Louisiana or hotter the better?
Yeah, a little bite to it.
Awesome.
Goes good with the eggs and chorizo.
I can see that. Little hot cold thing going. Wade, what do you got?
Oh, I'm going on fashion. I'm just going plain on hot dog.
Okay, what's on it? What kind of hot dog?
Oh, dude.
Foot long or?
Oh,
Mayo's an odd choice. I had a hot dog last night. Actually, it's my own invention. I used to do it for my kids. I called it an Ultra Daddy Dog. My kids loved it. First thing you do is you take a piece of bologna, put it on the frying pan, and you cook it so it's burnt, black. You take it off, put the hot dog in there. Any flavor will do. You put the piece of bologna on the bun, put the hot dog on top of the bologna, and whatever toppings you want. Last night I had mustard and banana peppers, and it was really good. But that's not my God roll sandwich. My God roll sandwich is on Italian bread, not toasted. You got roast beef, lean turkey breast, lean ham, provolone and American cheese, extra pickles, black olives, and triple the mayo. That's my God roll sandwich.
Triple the mayo.
Gotta be moist.
I'd like to be able to put jalapenos on hot dog, but I just don't know how that works.
You put them on it.
Yeah, but
You can buy, well, it wasn't I didn't have a hot dog. I had a cheddar jalapeno dog with banana peppers and mustard on it, on top of a piece of burnt bologna, on top of a roll, which was fantastic. 9 minutes, guys. Good run.
you guys actually eat it with a hot dog bun, or y'all just eat it with a piece
No,
of bread?
I mean, if no bun is available, bread's an option. But if there's a bun available, I like to either grill the bun, a little bit of butter on the frying pan, or at least put the bun on top of the food as it's cooking, steam it a little, or actually steam it. So how would you rate that, guys, for a question of the day? You think if we had 8 people in the room that would last an hour?
Oh yeah. Everybody has different tastes and different choices.
And you might get a good suggestion for something to eat.
That's right. Build it and they will eat it.
Now, I grew up in New York, near the Pennsylvania border, and Ohio's not too far from Pennsylvania, but I came here and the food is just a lot different. It's a lot more southern than, or maybe it's just BC's partner, but she cooks amazingly wonderful. But I've eaten things I've never eaten before. BC makes a 3-bean casserole, which has 3 different kinds of beans and like turkey burger in it. You put some hot sauce on that, oh my God, you hear angels singing as you take a bite.
Yeah, that's the fun part when traveling around. You get
Oh, I'd never been to I'd never been to a real White Castle before until I got here. I'd never been to a Cheesecake Factory until I got here. I only knew about the Cheesecake Factory from Big Bang Theory, and boy, are they different in person. I was an idiot. The night before, I was like, hey guys, I flew VA in. I gave her an airline ticket from DC to come out here to Ohio to BC's house. We had a Guardians reunion. There's 5 of us all on camera at the same time doing a podcast. And like that night before, I'm like, I want to take everybody out to dinner. You know, I just want to take us all out to dinner. There was 9 of us total, and I'm thinking $200. It was $350 with the tip, and I'm like, what did I just do? Like, oh my god, I don't have a budget for this. But it was good. Their cheesecake is phenomenal. Okay, guys, we're going to wrap up the stream. We can still hang out in the party if you want, but I'm going to wrap up the stream. Was it good for you?
Always.
There you go, Wade. Way to step up. Way to step up the kills. 121.
Oh.
Nice.
What did I do? Oh, my dog's already back in. Let me go shut the garage.
Okay. I'd like to thank everyone for watching this. Please comment. More content to follow, I hope. So let me get my gaming studio together, and I'll start streaming a lot more often, and maybe I'll at least bring my poker podcast back. I do that by myself. I always like to have a guest with me. And Peeps, we still got to do that conspiracy theory show. I already written it out. We have to do that at some point too. And maybe a shady history. Because we had a nice conversation about World War II the other night that both of us seem to know what we're talking about, and we probably don't, so somebody would be glad to point that out.
Sounds good.
But yeah, good night everyone. Thank you.